Today we are hitting the waters of Auckland to find us some whales.
Laura and I are ready for a whale of a time. It's definitely going to be an amazing day today. Is the idea right here?
This morning we are joining the team from Auckland's Whale and Dolphin Safari for an amazing excursion in the beautiful Hauraki Gulf just off the shore of Auckland City.
My name's Andy, I'm your captain today.
I know what you guys are going to say. We are going on the water again. But New Zealand has more than 150,000 kilometres of coastline surrounded by amazing sights to see, such as marine wildlife. So here we are again.
So guys, cruise probably 100. This time we're seeing whales.
In our opinion, one of the best views you can get of Auckland City and the surrounding harbour is from the water. We can see the awesome Auckland City skyline and we can see loads of different volcanic cones around us. For instance, we see Devonport, we see Rangitoto Island, which is the youngest volcano in the Auckland region, only around 600 years old. Our skipper Andy is giving us commentary for the entire trip, also telling us what methods him and his marine biologists use to spot whales and dolphins. And the key is to look out for seabirds out on the water.
But it really looks like today is going to be a hard day to find any marine wildlife out on the water. So we take the time to read a couple of books that are provided on board while the crew is hard at work trying to find us some awesome marine wildlife. We are following birds after birds in hope to find something, and we will. That's a guarantee with Auckland's Whale Dolphin Safari. In fact, they're so sure we're gonna find some marine wildlife that if we don't, they actually give us back a ticket to come back anytime we want. Still lifetime offer, which is really cool. But at last, after a long search, we finally find a massive group of gannets on the water. So we decide to stop and watch the show. It's absolutely amazing to see those gannets diving into the water. They're basically diving down because there is a massive school of fish right now panicking because a pod of dolphins is surrounding them to feed on them. This spectacle of nature is absolutely amazing. We see dolphins and gannets both working together to make the most of this huge amount of fish right here in the water. Seeing those gannets literally dive bombing into the water to catch fish is so amazing, and then seeing them popping back up onto the surface of the water is quite a sight. As we are fascinated by the spectacle before our eyes, I can't help but feel a little bit bad for this massive school of fish. I mean, I really feel that they have no chance at all. On every single side there are dolphins fishing for them, and as soon as they actually arrive in the center of the school of fish, well, gannets are dive bombing to get them. I don't know how many fish is going to be left at the end of this encounter.
Although seeing all these gannets and this pod of dolphins is absolutely amazing, the team can actually see some more wildlife activity towards Waiheke Island, so that is going to be our next destination. As the skipper Andy is slowing the vessel down, we can see this huge body slowly moving out of the water with this small dorsal fin on its back, and it looks like we have finally seen a whale up ahead. However, nothing prepares us for the sight we're about to see as the whale finally comes up to the surface again and takes a huge bite of this school of fish, and fish are flying all over the place. I can't believe this is happening right in front of our eyes. It was such an amazing sight. The type of whale that we're seeing is called a Brydes whale or brooder's whale, and it's the most common type of whale that you see on the Auckland Whale and Dolphin Safaris. There's about 200 of them around New Zealand's coasts. With this mix of dolphins, of diving gannets, and of the huge whale here, we're having a wildlife overload on this whale and dolphin safari. But there's also loads of different types of marine wildlife that you can see on the Hauraki Gulf. There's different types of whales that pass through the area, like the pygmy blue whales, the sea whales, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that, it's spelled S-E-I. There's also common dolphins, bottlenose dolphins, and even orca that you can see on these tours. As we make our way back toward the Auckland harbour, a pod of common dolphins are swimming alongside us, which makes for an awesome show to see. They're using the pressure waves of the boat to glide underneath the water. Some of them are even jumping on the wake of the boat behind us. It is so awesome.
With whales and dolphins escorting us back toward the Auckland harbour, we can't help but reflect on this last 4 hours trip that we just done. It's quite amazing that even on New Zealand's largest city, which is literally a massive chunk of the New Zealand population, we talk about 1 million people here, that's a quarter of the population here, we can still have so many amazing wildlife experiences. Between that and Tiriti Matangi, it's quite shocking that we actually get to experience the full wealth of wildlife in New Zealand despite being in the city centre.
Tomorrow we are probably going to have to find ourselves a third instalment of rainy day activities in Auckland. The rain is coming back apparently, so we're thinking art gallery, go eat some food, go drink some coffee, explore the city centre of Auckland, and rainy day, done. And have a beer as well. So join us tomorrow for another rainy day activity in Auckland.